Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen. This is an entirely unscripted and mostly unplanned video about State of Decay 2. I know the video footage here is Dead Rising 2 off the record, but I wanted to make this because I was just playing State and I had the most ungodly, broken experience that money could buy. Now, I already know I'm going to get comments such as skill issue, the game already states that lethal mode is unfair. Yes, I am bitching about lethal mode specifically here, and also some other elements of the game itself, which don't tie into lethal, but whatever. First off, Blood Plague Ferals, and specifically, their spawn rate. What the fuck? You're telling me that in a zombie like, how are people even alive 2 years after an initial outbreak? That these guys have 3 bullet headshot resistance. You can literally tag a guy in the head 3 times with 5.56 or 7.62 with an M4. He just shrugs it off, and then you have to pop him a 4th time to put him down. Like, it isn't 9mm, or even at 22. You're shooting him with 5.56, or 7.62 from an AK. You're telling me that a bloody zombie has more resistance than a effing helmet that the US military uses? Now that's just bullshit, and you damn well know it. And also the spawns. Dear God, the spawns. They will spawn in packs of 3. This might just be me bitching and moaning about a zombie that can literally tear you in 2 and also give you blood plague, which in lethal mode already takes 5 minutes and goes down the more they hit you. Like, you're getting hit 5 times. Like, you get grabbed by 1 feral. Okay, I can just probably dodge away. Nope, 2nd feral, 3rd feral. And now you're just being wombo comboed. I literally just stopped my car for a second in the middle of bum nowhere, Nevada. There is not one zombie, not one regular zombie, no juggernaut, no screamer, no nothing. Then I look to my right, and there's a single zombie. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna go shoot him in the face or maybe stab him. I run up, and I prepare to duck behind him and do the takedown animation, except he yells. And then, without warning, I see 3 ferals jump an effing road barrier and make a beeline for my face. Listen, usually they howl, notifying you that you're about to have your freaking testicles ripped off. I know that sometimes they don't do the howl, but 3 ferals is making an immediate break because the zombie cried for his big brother. Like, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous, I say. 3 entire zombies just decide, hey. Like 3 ferals. God, I'm going so off track. Fuck you in particular. 3 zombies. 3 ferals just appear. Like, how do you do, milady? And just tear my face off. Like, that isn't good game design. I will admit, the game has pros. State of Decay 2 has pros. The maps, although bland at times, have a lot of interesting mechanics. Curveballs either range from the interesting things like elevated senses, which I will admit turns stealth on its head and makes you actually have to think about where you're sneaking around, to the more mundane of, you know, here's a bandit camp, or here's the flu. Yippee. Like, you have stuff like that. And then you just have stuff like Smokescreen, which exists to fuck you over. Like, it is just not a fun thing to work with. Of course, I know it's supposed to add a curveball, and you can just turn it off. But I'm still gonna bitch about it, because it's in the game. And it has an option to be turned on. If I'm not gonna bitch about it... Let me just pause here and get my breath back. I'm running out of breath. Curveballs are either good and unique challenges and curveballs that add new and unique stances to the game, or they exist to throw so many wrenches in your plan, you might as well be dropping a cinder block on my head at that point. Christ, that bike. Then you have what's his face? God, I'm actually got the ADHD's kicking. This is such a fucking rant. Where was I? What was I bitching about before? Curveballs, yes. So you have curveballs, they're bad or good. There's not much of an in-between. Then you have Lethal Zone as a whole, and the spawn rate. Jesus, Mary, Mother, and Joseph, I don't think you need to spawn a Juggernaut 2 meters to my left to make it a challenge. Like, you know, Lethal Mode is a challenge because of Blood Plague Zombies, Plague Hearts. Like, I admit, I like that about Lethal Mode. Scarce resources, survivors doing damage, like, you know, one bullet taking away most of your health. That's good game design. I will give you credit. Of course, it does have its moments where they JFK you from 10 clicks out while you're sitting inside a building. That I will still forever think is total and utter bullshit, and you cannot convince me otherwise. But, Jesus Christ, the spawn system, specifically how it works with standing. Standing is basically your experience points, if memory serves. You decide to just drop 3 ferals on my head. And that's good game design, huh? Just dropping enough ferals to level a small African government. That's not good game design. If you screw over the player just by dropping 3 ferals without any warning, Juggernauts, if I die to them, that's just a skill issue on my part. They're the tanks. They're the ones that are actually a threat. They deal damage. But I just don't understand ferals as a concept. Like, originally in State of Decay 1 and the easier variants, they're good game design. Because, well, obviously, they're one-shottable. You just grab an M16, pop them in the head, boom. Problem has been solved. They're dead. Like, they're a threat, but they're a glass cannon. That's what I think they excel at in the gameplay loop. They're a glass cannon. The headshot armor removes that. Oh, and there's Chuck Green. Oh, and that probably brings me into the second part of this whole argument. Or review, if you want to call it that. Rant, whatever. Jesus, Mary, Mother, and Joseph. You cannot tell me that the gameplay loop is so bland and grindy that it makes War Thunder look fun. I know I'm going to get lynched for saying War Thunder seems more fun and innovative in comparison to State of Decay's 2 loop, but it's just busy work. You help people find a missing friend, you help people, you just drop off rucksacks of food. It is busy work, the game. There's no real logic behind any of it. Like, you're reclaiming the entire area from Blood Plague. You know what will make that feel more believable? If zombies didn't spawn 2 feet in front of you and take your freaking wallet. Like, I have literally turned around. I've cleared an entire house. I look out the window and there is a fucking feral just sitting there like, hello. Like, what prompted him just to exist there? Did the wrath of Zeus just... God, that pisses me off. There is so much wrong with that game. So much wrong with it. Fuck that thing. And I know I'm gonna get the comments of my spawn rate, oh, they don't spawn 2 feet in front of you. If I'm playing a game, our experiences are gonna be wildly different because it's a very sandbox-esque game. Your experience may differ on Lethal Zone. You might have a breeze because you have better survivors than me. Or your survivors might get lucky. Or you might not have a feral spawn in the same spot that feral spawned for me. But at the heart of it, there's so many problems in the game. And I'm not bitching because bitches want to bitch. I'm bitching because I want to see this game improve. And I know I'm already going to have the comments of, they stopped developing after update 38 or 37, whatever. Cool. I still want to see the game improve. Maybe a mod maker can do something better with it. Like, I don't understand why people can excuse just terrible spawns. There's unfair, and then there's just breaking your face in with a brick. Like, it doesn't make sense to me about how people can find it fun. Like, you losing survivors to the dumbest of things. Oh, don't even get me started on blood plague ferals. Not ferals, yeah, bloaters, and render distance, and vehicles. Good Lord above. I don't think somebody at Undead Labs thought about the spawns for bloaters when vehicles are included. Because Mary, Mother, and Joseph. Every time I'm driving, a bloater is either A, so far away you can literally just drive past him and you will never see him again. He's just gone. He's just there to wave hello and you can give him the middle finger. But sometimes they will literally spawn in on the front of your truck and you're dead because of blood plague, or you just die to the residual damage. Like, I died so many times to blood plague bloaters just spawning on the hood of my car. Like, if I was just standing there in the middle of the road and I missed it, that's my own fault. I have no one else to excuse myself from missing that blood plague bloater. But if it spawns in front of me, Undead Labs, your spawn system, it's broken. And I don't know what else to tell you. And I'm not gonna have someone tell me, maybe you should watch your road. Like, it's just standing there. It just summoned itself, willed itself into existence. Like, I'm playing this game for a challenge, not to have a fucking C&B session. Sorry. Hello, Chuck. Bye, Chuck. But yeah, like, there's unfair, and then there's just broken. I seriously don't understand what went through their mind with Lethal when they were designing it. Because on Lethal, you have so many blood plague. Like, shouldn't the whole challenge of the Lethal mode come from the scarcity of resources? And the fact that blood plague's a mess, not that ferals and bloaters are the only real threat you will ever face in this game if you're using your brain. Like, I can go into a Lethal Zone run and start it ground up, and all the regular zombies, all the juggernauts, all the screamers, all that crap are a joke. You will never see one of them killing me. But a bloater and a feral are the end of existence themselves. Literally the only challenge in this game comes from bloaters and ferals. Or the render system, or the spawn system just working against the player. That is the only thing that I think provides challenge to the game. You could literally look me in the eyes and tell me that this game was designed by somebody who had recently been lobotomized, I would fully believe you. Oh shit. No, my good man. Please God, no. But yeah, that's my tangent. I know this is gonna get buried by the algorithm. I fully expect it to. Like, this is gonna get buried by the YouTube algorithm. I fully expect this to get buried. There's probably like 20 views. And I don't care about the views. This is me making my damn opinion known. Maybe this might even be demonetized. Or just viewer restricted. Like the Hotline Miami video was. Because the in-game soundtrack... Yeah, I probably shouldn't go into this. But yeah, you get my point. I don't give a rat's rear about the views, subs, or likes I get from this. This is me making my opinion known about State of Decay 2 having so many flaws. Oh, and before I do go, one last flaw. Personality. None of the characters have any personality, and Ed and Marcus from like 2013 have more character than any of the characters in this game. Hell, even what's-his-face. You might say radio transmissions. You have Lily and Red Talon. It goes from interesting but bland to please shut up about Operation Drawbridge. You've collapsed a mountain in yourself. Yippee. The Americans have been doing that since time itself. They bloody bombed a river during World War II to collapse ice sheets. Anyways, tangent over. I hope you have a good day or evening, whatever part of the world you're in, and I will see you around. Cheerio, mates.